Can you believe it? We are in the same space. Usually
Yes.
with these interviews for the All Things Story virtual workshop series, we're doing Zoom and different locations. But Mo Reynolds here is in Utah, even though she is doing a virtual workshop on Saturday, March 4th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. But you'll see that link there, storycrossroads.org/all-things-story. You can find a time zone converter and everything. And this wonderful workshop is Storytelling is a Circle. Listen to your audience. So, Mo, you are here in person in Utah, but doing this virtual workshop. What is your background with connecting to audiences? Now, you are a storyteller. I kind of know the answer, but I want to see what your answer is.
Yeah, well, for me, storytelling is all about connection. It's not really about performance. Of course, as a storyteller, performance is an element of what we do. But for me, it's all about connection. And I think we can easily fall into the performance side when we're nervous or when we're locked in on this is my story and this is my script and this is what I'm going to say. But there is a connection that happens without words when you listen to your audience and what they're telling you with their bodies and with the energy in the room. And as you listen to that energy, you can connect with them even if you don't ever hear them speak. And that's exciting work to me, is that connection of storytelling.
Well, and I'm wanting to look at you guys too. So even though we're right in the same room, we're speaking to you as well. What's exciting is that you have been traveling all over. You recently was on the Exchange Place with the National Storytelling Festival. That's a big deal. And also you are here for the Weber State University Storytelling Festival. That's why, same space. You had mentioned you're going to be doing the Stone Soup. You're doing several other festivals and things. So you've had a lot of experience connecting with these audiences. But you also mentioned that there's the in-person audience and the virtual audience. So give us maybe a hint of the differences between listening to these audiences that we will get to delve into deeper with the workshop.
Yeah, I think that's a really wonderful aspect of doing this workshop right now and doing it online, because that is a new stage, right, of storytelling. It's a different venue. We have in person, we have online, and then we have this exciting new creature also of hybrid. And it can feel like, how am I supposed to connect with someone when all I'm looking at is a phone or a screen? But I think, well, we're storytellers, right? So we have a lot of imagination. And I think when we harness that imagination and use some techniques dealing with a camera or a computer camera or a webcam or a phone, then we can still create this sense of creation or connection with an audience. And there's also, there are chats and there are kind of hardware tools that we can use. But I think just talking about the imagination process of connecting, even when they are on the other side of the country, there still can be a connection there, a sense of energy.
Definitely some good energy. Now, before we wrap this all up, I want to know is if there was an audience member or audience that is really clear in your mind that is just that maybe you fall back on when you need that extra oomph. I mean, have you ever had that where you kind of, maybe your audience in front of you, you're trying to figure out the connection and you tap into maybe a past audience and kind of overlap it? Or what do you?
I really think actually I would do the exact opposite.
Huh?
I really try, and I will do this in the workshop. We'll do some mindfulness work of how to stay present. My husband is a therapist. He'll be a guest speaker at our workshop. And he'll lead us through some mindfulness, because I think the moment that you're performing the story is the moment you have to be completely in. And so you have to be willing to engage with this audience. And that means you may need to change your story. You may need to change your posture. You may need to move differently than you moved before. And I work really hard to I go through some breathing exercises, and I really try to arrive with this audience I'm with right in this moment, so that I can have this experience and listen to them. So I would say I actually don't think back to a comfortable audience and try to pretend that they're there. In fact, I try to work really hard to be completely with the people in the room and be open to the experience that they are having with me and that I am hopefully creating for them. And it takes it's really mindfulness. It's being present, and that's at least that's what I strive for.
Well, and that already gives you a hint that this is a little bit different than maybe what you thought. That there will be some mindfulness in here, and you will have your special guest with your husband join on. Wait, what's his name instead of just Mo's husband?
His does have a name, Damon Reynolds.
Okay, so
licensed marriage family therapist,
Ooh,
elementary.
yeah, very cool.
So he'll be there
Yeah.
just to guide us through a little bit, because I know it's online, but there again, there is connection that can happen online, and there are tools that can help you just to be grounded and present. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Well, we're excited for you to be there to guide us. And remember, everybody, when is this? It is Saturday, March 4th, 2023, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time. But don't worry, go to storycrossroads.org/all-things-story. You'll find the time zone converter. You can register, fun details. Until we tell again.